Because the legitimate daughter had secretly eaten the offerings meant for the ancestral rites, her cruel stepmother schemed to frame the least favored illegitimate son, planning to have him beaten to death. What she never expected was that the girl she looked down upon, the so-called fake heiress, would expose the real culprit with nothing more than a single bowl of milk. The story begins with her. That day, she had just finished a mysterious medical consultation, treating a young master who suffered from a leg ailment, and earning a handsome fee in the process. She was preparing to return home when a frantic maid ran to her, breathless with panic. Her younger brother, her only true family in the world, had been captured by their stepmother and was about to face the full force of the family's law. Her heart tightened. She rushed to the scene only to find her brother kneeling on the ground as the stepmother interrogated him with cold fury. The offerings for the ancestral rites had gone missing from the kitchen, and the stepmother, finding that only he had been there the night before, immediately accused him of theft. She even tried to coerce him into shifting the blame onto his sister, but her brother, though of humble birth, was fiercely loyal. He would admit only to taking a few pieces of pastry and refused to sully his sister's name. Angered by his defiance, their cold-hearted father, the Marquis, ordered immediate punishment. Just as the whip was about to fall, she intervened, stopping the guards. She listened carefully to the embellished story spun by the legitimate daughter, and instantly noticed the flaw. Her brother could not possibly have eaten an entire box of oranges in one sitting. This was clearly a frame. The Marquis and stepmother, eager to close the matter, refused to hear her reasoning. Calmly, she proposed a bold test. She explained that, according to a medical text she had read, sugar oranges are cold in nature, and anyone who consumes them in excess would suffer severe abdominal pain if they then drank raw milk. A simple experiment with a bowl of milk, she argued, would reveal the truth. The stepmother scoffed, mocking the girl as an illiterate peasant daring to quote medicine, yet the woman spoke with such authority that they reluctantly called a doctor. The doctor confirmed her claim. When her brother drank the milk, he showed no discomfort, and the doctor verified that he had not consumed excessive oranges. His innocence was proven, yet the Marquis wanted to sweep the incident under the rug, blaming some lowly servant instead. She, however, was far from finished. She knew that someone who had eaten many oranges would have a yellow-stained tongue, and she had noticed that the legitimate daughter's tongue looked as if it had been dipped in orange juice. With precision, she accused the daughter of the theft and pushed a second bowl of raw milk toward her, daring her to prove her innocence. The daughter froze, and her stepmother flared with indignation, shielding her. But the woman's sharp words cut deeper. Even as the legitimate child, she had not shaken off the sneaky, thieving habits of a servant. Under everyone's watchful eyes, the daughter had no choice but to drink the milk. As expected, she turned pale, clutched her stomach, and collapsed in agony. The truth was laid bare. The daughter had stolen the offerings, and her mother had staged a devious plot to frame the siblings. Though the daughter's humiliation was undeniable, the Marquis and stepmother dismissed it as the mischief of a wild cat and hastily ended the matter.